again, I believe.
So let me see that now. So, Jerry. It's on it's on so the hard drive, you got it with you? I gotta go grab it. Okay. We can double back on it then. We can go back on the conversation.
Game's done. Okay, Papa Shot.
We got 5 minutes. So yeah, we're just gonna have a general conversation. We'll talk about the situation and we can expand on it however, wherever. All right. You know, just can't get talking like that. And then when we go live, then we'll shut the door.
You about ready?
Not yet. D, let me see your address. You on Facebook?
I'm trying to go to y'all.
It's YouTube.
Type it in. I'm on YouTube. Just type the rest of it in at the top. Dion talking about my good brothers.
What's up, Dion?
My good brothers.
Get to it. You trying to get it together?
Oh man, it's been a day. It's been a long day. I'm telling you. I was all messed up on time and everything. I didn't think the day was. I'm thinking today Wednesday. Oh,
I mean, you be good on time.
I'm glad today Thursday. Glad to hear that.
You see me, brother?
Okay. As long as I think I've been Wednesday. Y'all getting some backstage little B-roll right now, man. We finna Bobby B, what's happening?
Bobby B, what's up, boy?
Y'all get some backstage B-roll. Show gonna start in about 4-5 minutes. We get this show started. We got us a good one today. About 4-5 minutes. We got Roddy in the background right there. We got Roddy in the background right now. We got us a good one today. About 4-5 minutes. We got Roddy in the background right now.
You put John in the middle?
I'm good. I can pull up.
Yeah, you better play this middle, man. Because you the guest.
I don't know how it's going on. Side stuff.
It's a thing. Because you the guest.
Yeah, turn around. Phone down.
Oh, let me turn it on. That's coming from up there. Here comes the
These phones, somebody's phone
Mine's done.
Yours done?
That was the laptop.
The laptop shouldn't be doing. That's gonna have to unmute it real quick. I don't know what you just did. Cause I don't know nothing about these laptops.
I ain't muting that.
Right, because we got all these phones up here like we trapping again. You hear me? Oh, you are, hello? Hello? Where you at? Call my other line. Who gave you this line, bro? Who gave you this line? Shit. Who gave you this line? Let me hit you back.
Is that the wire up?
Oh, this phone was done. I took them all down.
Oh.
They shouldn't be doing that. They should have turned pretty guys on that. I know Joe Biden was in Bay City.
No, I won in the truck.
Days
I
ago.
got the one in the truck.
Joe Biden down here in Bay City.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Another day? I ain't going around. He was down here the other day. He was in Bay City.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something
a
else
couple days ago. Yup.
You gonna have to make sure
Yeah, I already forgot about
let
that.
me know because when I dip out,
Yeah, you know, let him buy somebody told me on the way on work. Like,
I
nah,
stop and listen.
he
Probably
already forgot about that. Right. He ain't know where he was. Biden didn't know where he was. He said, so nice to be here, be here in Detroit. Like, man, you in Bay City, bro. Oh, 6 o'clock, man. 6 o'clock. Y'all know what it is. It's gonna drop. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is.
Feedback,
Turn your volume down.
Everybody down. We didn't know what I turned all them down. I didn't know what it was. Live feed.
You need some juice for that? That plug?
This should be good.
Okay.
That video going for the start. Y'all know what it is.
Fli-City got some dogs in it.
Dogs in it.
Dogs in it. Fli-City come off authentic. We light it up like sauce in it, sauce in it. We light it up like sauce in it, sauce in it. Fli-City got some dogs in it. Fli-City come off authentic. We light it up like sauce. Rain may come, we coming forward, it's a couple charge. Pain come in, we force ourselves to be strong forward. Northside slum, prison bids, and I'm better for it. Fli-City, no makes noise. Random corners, pushing backs, looking back, hand ups, ain't seen no pass. Fli-City got a city tax, body bags, ski masks, crime rates, I speak to God. City giving bitch vibes, beat knocks to the speaker box, we don't speak a lot, just move around. Water dirty, streets dirty, we're clean, we okay, we cool.
They tell me that bar, that water dirty, streets dirty.
That's hard. That's hard, bro. That's hard. I ain't it feels good, you know what I'm saying? I ain't have to go double part. That's hard.
Hustlers, open finish, all that is is open to us. Just push your lane, if it's crooked, man, and we straighten out, but they tearing down. North side, south side, east side, west side, East side, east side, west side, north side, south side, east side, west side, Fli-City, south side, east side, west side. Got some dogs in it, dogs in it, dogs in it. Fli-City come off authentic, authentic. We light it up like sauce in the sauce in the sauce. We light it up like sauce in the sauce in the sauce. Fli-City got some dogs in it, dogs in it, dogs. Fli-City come off authentic, authentic. We light it up like sauce in the sauce in the sauce. We light it up like sauce in the sauce in the sauce.
My city experiencing the transition from penny pinching, maximizing our dollars, multiply triple digits. I came a long way from baby jars in a project kitchen. Nowadays I read graph charts and just mind my business. All praise to the Most High, how this young king living, resurrecting the spirit of Osiris, how I'm living, Hustle and motivate your local hope dealer. I'm on tour right now, and I'm doing.
Come on, baby.
You
gotta make this boy, boy.
Assets, still crisis mode. Water warriors like
feels good to get good.
I'm sick of engaged leaders and corrupt politicians. The father said, "Prepare to let the vision." It's time to
Y'all did that right time. We had that FM down at the top.
back, no 9 to 5 on the 10
They
to
changed. Who
12.
they know?
A city of monsters, a bunch of go-getters. We don't rock with starters, we too authentic. Authentic stars, we too authentic. We don't rock with starters, we too authentic. Authentic stars, we too authentic. We don't rock with starters, we too authentic. Authentic stars, we too authentic. We don't rock with starters, we too authentic.
I was gonna say
Authentic stars, we too authentic. We don't rock with starters, we too authentic.
Let's hear that.
Y'all looking Gucci, man. Got all y'all faces, all y'all shoulders in there. Move it over.
What it do, Flint Town? What it do?
peace and blessings, man. Turn our
What it do?
turn our bodies up.
Y'all already know what it is.
Turn the body to the 3.
We back. Fli-City Blackout.
Turn it up.
You know, it
Peace
was
and blessings. Peace and blessings.
representing
Can
the
you hear me?
city. All things about
Peace and
Fli-City. All about Fli-City. You know, I'm still getting everything lined up, put together.
Come on now.
You know, we're gonna do some intros. Y'all know who I be. Apesoul, Aposoul. You know, mover and shaker. That's a new term I'm using. Mover and shaker, because I'm moving on politicians and I'm shaking them up. That's why I'm a mover and shaker like that. That's what makes me a mover and shaker. You know what I mean? If y'all know this brother to my right, man, we'll let him introduce himself, man.
Man, I'm John Fleming. I know, nice, no more need to be said.
No more need to be said.
What you mean?
John Fleming. All right.
John Fleming, baby.
What's up, John Fleming?
He said, that's all I need to say.
Going down with John Fleming.
Hey, that name is infamous out here, though, man. To be honest with you, bro.
Very infamous. You know, I didn't really know how infamous it was until I went on Facebook, man. It was just John Fleming. I couldn't find my page nowhere.
For real?
Yeah, I couldn't find it at first, man. I had to go through my sister and go through and find my page. It's kind of crazy.
Hey, let's see. See? Yeah.
You know, that's how they do, man, when you know you're a force, and you know a lot of times, man, they try to quiet the voice of the black community in all aspects, man. But we keep that thing going, we keep that drive going, man. So,
Always.
you know, we appreciate having you up here with us, man, holding it down. You know, appreciate you, brother Darius, man, Aposoul, holding it down, being out there, big stepping. And so, you know, this is what it calls for, man. It calls for everybody, man, to come out, man, and say that piece. Everybody play a role in the city. Everybody play a role in this culture, in this community. So it's important that we be locking in the way we do. So my name is Dwani Robinson. You know, just definitely an avid member of the community. You know, just trying to do what I can do on my end to make a difference, man. So I'm fully committed. You know, whatever the need is, you know, we're gonna do it. And then, man, we striving for better. So. It's a beautiful time, beautiful place, man. So, man, big shout out to everybody watching, tuning in to Fli-City Blackout.
Peace and blessings, Jaleel.
Peace and blessings. Let's give a roll call to
Mari
everybody.
Lahoney,
What's
Hope I
happening?
said that right.
What's happening?
T Squad is my
T
guy.
Squad, what's up, T Squad, boy?
Kelly Cal.
Come on now.
What they do?
Come on, baby.
Oh, we got Dion in here, Bobby B.
What's up, Dion? What's up, Bobby B?
My big bro in here, Brandon.
What's up, bro? How you holding, baby?
Man.
Listen, man. Listen, this is a great time to be alive, man. And I know we be dealing with a number of struggles in the community. Just dealing with struggles in ourselves, man. But nevertheless, man, what don't kill us make us stronger. And like black people got to be the strongest ethnic group out here holding it down, right? Saying one way or another, we always feel like we on the outside looking in. But let me say this though, man. We have always been the originator, right? We have always been the source. We have always been the builder. We've always been the foundation, and we can always continue being that. One thing for sure, we got to believe in that ourselves.
Yeah, we gotta hold that down, man. We got when we see our own brothers and sisters, I think a lot of us don't even realize we the pioneers of all of this.
There you go. Come on.
We don't realize the country. We forget that the whole country wouldn't work without us. It's built off our backs.
Come on now.
All
Talk
that. Tears,
all
all that. This country wouldn't be what it is if it wasn't for black folk. And then, we the ones that's the most forgotten about.
Come on.
We spend the most. We do it all. And we the most sought off culture. Even at that, like they hate us, but still want to be everything about us. Want everything about us. Like we it, man.
Have you ever wondered about that though?
What's that?
Why, we've always been so sought out. Like they always try to, steal and kind of mimic our culture. Stuff that we do, whether it be in our style, whether it be the things that we created, right? Have you ever wondered why?
I gave it thought a few times before. I got a few theories on it, what I believe, one of the reasons, because we are the chosen ones, you know what I'm saying? So with a lot of things when it comes to what God says in his word or whatever you believe, when it comes to religion preferences, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of lost my train of thought a little bit, but
you going somewhere with it?
It's really all about, man. It's about, I kind of forgot, man.
When you go into, you were speaking about the word, the Bible, the word of God, right? So when you go and you dive in there, right? And you go and you look back, and it's one of the few books that got genealogies in there, right? So they got all these genealogies in there, all these colored people from the beginning, from Adam and Eve, all the way from the beginning, red man, all the way from the beginning, right? So what I think why it's so sought after is because what race can go through what we go through, been through everything we've been through. Every time we try to rise up, they come at us. Anytime as a black man, they tell you, man, in order for a black man to be successful, you gotta be twice as incredible as anybody else. And if you get to a position, but I'm saying you get to a position in your life, they feel like they even look at you like you exceptional. You hear the conversation like, all right, he must be exceptional because he made it. You know what I mean? But to you, it's just like, that's what I do.
Against all the odds, though.
Against all the odds.
Seem to be popping up.
All the odds.
I mean, what don't kill you make you stronger.
All the odds.
So we've always been on the cuff for being, scrutinized, right?
Yeah.
Criticized, right? Any way that you want to put it, we've always been accustomed to it, man. But that's what makes us a powerful group.
Yeah,
right?
We want to be.
When we want to be.
When we ain't against each other.
That's right.
We're not against each other, which is rare.
It's gonna always
fight each other.
It's always gonna be some situations. Always gonna be some people who ain't moving with the movement. It's always gonna be that. Every ethnic group, you're gonna have that, right? Unfortunately for blacks,
but we got the mass of it though. Like we got masses of. We the worst when it comes to not sticking together.
I mean, but you gotta look at it as well, though. You gotta look at it, how many years we've been manipulated and trickery and bamboozled. And then not only that, the struggle that
By
we went through,
design.
everything that from the ship getting thrown over, you know, these people still shackled to chains. You know what I'm saying? They actually just found the artifact of them people in the bottom of the ocean, man. They
Still
actually
chained
still chained up and everything, man. So you gotta think about it, man. You know what I'm saying? All that, and then you add on to slavery. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, we still in slavery today, and some people still think we free.
Come on, baby.
You know what I'm saying? You're not free. What I mean, I'm gonna ask a question. What do you control? How are you free? I mean,
that's a legitimate question. How do we feel we free? Just because we don't got the shackles on, right?
Just because we don't have. But look at the TV. Is we controlling anything on TV?
No.
They giving us, they dictating to us what we should watch, what our kids should watch.
BET has been so disappointing for all that nonsense that's been put up. But then
Well, you know, they sold the.
Yeah, that's all I was going there. I was going to say that.
The black entertainment television.
The black
you know, white folks own
television.
the black entertainment. Yeah.
No, it's on the Blackout.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it was the brother Johnson, brother Johnson, who used to own it, man.
Yeah.
You know, he sold it. And now you got a bunch of other great
Money.
heads.
I mean, you got to look at it. Money, and then not just that.
Come on, man.
Let's go deeper than that.
What's going on?
In everything we did, what happened? We got infiltrated. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Everything.
When I
So
say
you got to
money,
think about it. What is the way to get
when I
any
say
black person?
when I say money, one of them is money. When
That's
I say
it.
Money,
That's the only
when I
way.
say
In
money,
fairness,
his aspect and the brother Johnson that sold BET aspect, they realized that BET was a powerful force in the black community.
Yes.
So all they gotta do is they know all we gotta do is
infiltrate. That's it.
It can be ours too. We can control that too.
And
And for you to and already know, like, ain't no strong brother nowhere. You know what I mean? Because a real brother would have realized, like, nah, I can't say
It's
this.
bigger than.
I can't say
bigger than
that. I don't care about your check. I can't say
Right.
this.
This is bigger than
This
money.
is all we got right now.
Yeah.
It's our culture, man. You
What
selling
is-
our culture.
So sold it out to the white.
A couple of the cats you could have put on.
You hear me?
Even if it was
But
a group.
you know, it's
that
not.
look like us.
We're not. We really not. They don't want us to be built like that. You know what I'm saying?
No.
That's why they've been destroying our family cycle for
Come on,
millions
speak
of
on it.
years. If you want to be real, I mean, because when I'm doing my research, you know, after what happened to me, basically, I've been really doing research and really tapping into how things is orchestrated and how things are perceived to us, and we don't even see the big picture when it's right in front of us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they said, they said it. Put it in a book. We ain't gonna read it. Now they giving it to us in video, audio, and we still don't get the point. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, read on this.
Now, I think that let's dive into that, right? You know what I'm saying? Now that knowledge is accessible, right? You know what I'm saying? We can read books, we can look at the internet, we can watch YouTube all day. We can get some real insight. We can Google everything, right? As a culture, man, what we have to do for ourselves is we have to take back ownership, first and foremost, of who we are, right?
Definitely.
And we're responsible for our own knowledge and passing that information down. We got our young boys coming up and these young people is coming up, and we don't start setting the tone for them, or we had these conversations and talk about history. They ain't gonna know nothing about none of that stuff. Even talking about with a bunch of young artists, right? A lot of them don't even know about Tupac, the impact that he was making, right? They just know about the young boys of today.
Definitely.
But a lot of people don't.
Heavy mover in the media.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, he was, but that should be legendary.
Yeah.
We have to make sure we pass that knowledge down. But matter of fact, we got to continue to keep researching, educating ourselves to put ourselves in a better position.
Brothers and sisters don't want to hear about Tupac. He ain't talking about murder. He ain't
Nah,
talking
man,
about killing nobody. He ain't talking about killing each other.
I seen that video you shared.
Oh, man. And the little bro got talented. The little brother was talented. You know what I mean? The little brother was talented. But he came straight on there. Talking about, I'm gonna put you on the bag. I'm gonna smoke the bag. Yeah, flow. But it's like, man, your message. The message the message is what's killing us.
And that's the agenda That's
definitely
been always the agenda. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's really the only way to really be able to reverse it. To me, I believe, as a whole black organization, we gotta do like we did back in the day when we created our Black Wall Street. You know, we gotta really come together, and that's what they scared of. And you know what? A lot of these tactics, that's the reason why they're using these tactics, man, to keep us apart, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, you think about it. Look at all our black entrepreneurs that's really up there. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we're gonna look at Kyrie and Kanye, just for example, because they out in the media right now. And they're talking about real reality. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if look what they doing to them. How can there's only two ways to kill a man. There's 2 ways to kill a man, and you don't have to even kill him. Take his money, play with his family.
Indeed.
That's it. There's no other way to destroy a man but his family and his money. You control the man's money, you playing with his family. You play with a man's family, you playing with his money. It goes in both brackets. So the only way we can really come out of this again, like we did, is to be able to create that banking system or that money or that infrastructure to make money, just like I was looking on Rockefeller, just like he do. Do you not know his and it's very intriguing. He did life insurance. He did a life insurance, but it was something about his life insurance that he did to where some of his business will get sold, but they will have a generation wealth from their family. He created a bank system with his family. Do you not know us three sitting right here right now? We can create a bank system right now and be able to create a generational wealth for all black people.
Just a dollar a piece.
And it's what the same thing that we do to the banks right now. What do we do? Give them our money. And what do they do? Do something go put it somewhere to get compound interest off our little 1-4%.
Loan your money back to you.
For real. And then listen, and then not only just that, once you actually do this and create a good system, you can literally take from this money, the money that you put in there, or the money that y'all helped put together, or however you did it, however you structured it. You come, this is how Rockefeller did.
Right.
You come with them with a business plan and a business loan, and they take that money out of the fortune that they already put in there, and they get compound interest off the money that they already put in there. They're not. That's a loan on their own money. Now you pay yourself back the money. It's an infrastructure, man. We gotta create an infrastructure in some type of way. We control all aspects of the market.
What makes that possible is they all bought into the system.
That's it.
To the system. That's what makes it possible for the system we're dealing with now. That's against us. That's against us. That hold us from where we at. Everybody bought into the system. We was able to have a Black Wall Street and other places like that because then at the time the black folks bought into the system.
You know, that's because
we finna ride. We riding with it.
We don't need them.
Yeah, we'll rock with you. You try telling somebody, listen, you ever try telling somebody like, bro, listen, we don't need the system no more. We gonna do our own thing. They would tell you up and down. Why you can't? Well, you know you can't because of this, because of that, because of this. Conditioning of the mind. They got this and they got that.
This is the thing they've been conditioning us for years.
Though, man. We not putting. We have the thing though. We gotta say like, no. The thing is this: like, if it's a system that don't work for us, like i.e., people don't want to vote, or the banking institution, or these other systems that's created, and we don't want to rock with that plan. You know, we got the ability to create a system ourselves.
To create a system ourselves.
I want to use this example. When we talking about,
but are you ready?
No, it ain't no you ready. You should be ready.
No,
But folks ain't ready.
No. See, you have to hit what they say. History repeat itself, right? Mm-hmm. So, are you ready? Are you ready, man? Are you ready? That's the biggest question to anything when it comes to us Black society, period. Are you ready for anything that's coming behind it? Are you ready?
Okay, let me say this though. When we talking about Black Wall Street, right?
Yeah.
You had a group of a community,
right?
People,
right?
Was forced to be ready. We didn't have no choice but to be ready. When we were just dependent on each other, and we weren't integrated, and we didn't have all these different access to all these different ways of buying properties in different areas.
Hold on. I like how you just said
that. Listen, when we got to the point where we was just forced to be dealing with each other, like right, this room right now, the people in this room, and we forced to say, well, we got to depend on each other, right? We had no choice but to be ready.
We figure it out.
We had to figure it out, but then we would use our talents, we use our resources, and we were building together because we all we
got. What you got? I got something you may need. You got something I need. So let's exchange. Let's make some exchanges. Yeah, you got something I need. I got something. We're gonna make some exchanges. So everybody got what's needed.
Right.
It could work out. It that's how it works. But what it is you gotta have enough buy-in. Right now, it's everybody. The mind is so caught up right now in everything else. It's so caught up. Entertainment and social media controls
the mind.
It controls it.
So you gotta stop. You gotta intervene. We gotta stop buying into that garbage. Stop buying that music that ain't promoting nothing. Stop watching that trash TV. That's some stuff that we gotta do. I guarantee you, some folks out here right now. Listen, when we talking about this trash stuff, they engaging in that stuff. Like we gotta stop doing it. It's like it's common sense. We know, we know this ain't doing nothing for us. But we don't even have the ability to say, like, no, we ain't gonna go buy into it. We ain't gonna support that nonsense, and we gonna go the other way.
Now that's the only way we could try to do something.
That's the only way you got.
But again, who's ready to do it? You know what I'm saying? For real. I'm serious. Like, you know what I'm saying? On everything that we do, you know what I'm saying? Just looking at greats before us. You know what I'm saying? Like, look what they had to go through. Like, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got to go through half of the stuff they went through. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Ancestors?
Yes.
Yeah. No, we
don't. You know what I'm saying? We kind of got it. We got a silver spoon, kind of. You know, not really, but we kind of do. Compared to what they had to go through. You know what I'm saying? So
I get what you're saying.
We need to. You know what I'm saying?
But we going backwards. You realize that though. All the advancements that was made. Look at these laws and these politicians and these policies that's being created.
Oh yeah, they definitely trying to go back to they ain't trying.
They strategically
already doing it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm serious though. They already strategically doing it.
I ain't letting it happen.
Some of us, but listen,
we're not gonna do that, bro.
Listen,
you better stand up now. There, everybody better stand up now. Everybody better be on it. You want to be on that tip with your brother and sister, you need to be on that tip when somebody come up against us. Right? Exactly. So injustice that happened to one of us is injustice that happened to everybody.
You know people ain't standing up on that. That ain't how they train.
You better do it though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta train that way. Otherwise we lose. We all fragmented. We can't get on the same page. We can't do nothing to make it different. That stuff is something that we know though. We know it's infiltrating. It be people that look like us that's infiltrating us. That will be around us, learn the system, and then go tell somebody else, and go tell the opposition. You got that type of stuff. But ain't nobody standing up stopping that. What we doing to stop that though? Right. Just example, just the thing with Kyrie. What's going on with Kyrie? Kyrie standing strong, right? But yeah, you got folks, you got them token leaders, black leaders, like Berkeley, Shaq, this is what I'm saying. Damn, Stephen A. They continue to keep knock that down, push that narrative. So what are we doing?
They won't say nothing about that. They won't say nothing about that.
Jerry Jones. Everybody should be talking about Jerry Jones. Everybody should be talking about Jerry Jones all day for the next 10 weeks.
But Stephen A. Smith did say something about Jerry Jones. You know what he said? He don't deserve the criticism he gets. I ain't playing up Stephen A. Smith said.
Everybody
He don't deserve the criticism.
Everybody should be protesting.
What he
Stephen
did
A.
was 60 years ago. He don't deserve the criticism. So he took the time out to take my.
Dog had on a I love Jerry Jones shirt, bro. That lets you know, man, what type of time is going? I don't care if that was 160 years.
I love Jerry Jones show.
Man, that was crazy. That's what we dealing with, though, bro.
Malcolm X said it, you know what I'm saying, the best, man. You know what I'm saying? Malcolm X, he said that, you know, they're house niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
You know, if it's a fire, they gonna help their boss before they help their own car. Knowing that they in the same.
Is we sick, boss?
We sick, boss.
Yeah, you see that.
But you see that in today's time, and it's sick.
It's sick,
man. It's unbearable to watch. It's disappointing, and you letting us all down. You letting a generation down when you do that, right? But this is what we have to say, like, man, listen, when we know the game, we know it's been played on the random so many times. Now, like bro was just saying earlier, what we gonna do about it?
That's a great question.
What we gonna do about it? What's our steps? Because with us, you gotta be very direct, very straightforward. What is our steps of saying, like, we ain't standing for that stuff no more, and we stand up against it, right? Even though we may be traumatized, even though that we may believe in this system.
Well, to be honest, the first way to stop it is stop feeding our kids that bullshit.
I agree.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We got to stop feeding our kids these motherfucking cartoons and all this shit. For real. We have
to.
Like,
what's going on with Disney right now?
Yeah. I know a lot of. I tell you, I've been doing a lot of research lately. It's all wicked. You know
one of the main
just like God said,
Disney, she already said that all her kids are what they call like in transgender, changing their sexes or whatever. All of it. So she's making sure that's something that's pushed in Disney. They're pushing. Because like, this is life. This is what
her children are going through that.
That's what. So she like, I'm pushing it because it should be okay. This is life, and it should be okay. And because of Proposal 3 passed, now they finna have the gender classes. Where where
they're already doing that.
Yeah, so the genders can be. You can have these classes where you learn this stuff and get this stuff, and you as a parent ain't got no say in that now.
So I got a question for the panel based on what you're talking about right now. How do you feel about your daughter, who's been the captain of the swim team or the basketball team or whatever it is, been the star, been one of the number ones in the state forever and ever, but all of a sudden this person that was born a male come out and start dunking on her every year, beat her in the track meet, push her out of her scholarship and all that, and they call that fair. I completely disagree with this person.
Oh, they was mad about that when I put that LeBron up.
It's not fair. It's not. It's not gonna be fair.
The back end of that question, that's the agenda that they pushing through every TV show that our kids are watching, through the cartoons and everything. There has to be someone that is that way.
But you gotta monitor your kids too, because you know those things. You gotta monitor what your kids is watching.
Do you know how much monetizing that really is?
You the parent.
They can't watch nothing. They can't watch nothing.
That's your responsibility.
They can't watch nothing.
Well, they can't watch nothing then. That's how that goes.
Hey, well, that's how it's gonna have to go, because everything, right?
I prefer mine to be watching Sanford and Son and
But the gender was pushed. But y'all know what the gender was. Y'all know the gender got to push when Dog won Woman of the Year, man. The Kardashians, when he won Woman of the Year. He had won Woman of the Year. He was Woman of the Year.
He used to be what you call triathlon.
It was a triathlon.
I think now he want to go back.
Now he want to go back.
You can't be no man no more. We don't want you back. You want to be a woman, you stay a woman. But you stay there.
Another point to that, back to that slavery thing too, man. You know, we still owe money for that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of it's a lot of corporations right now is existing off slavery, and we supposed to be getting our funds off.
A lot of your banking institutions got rich, got wealthy, not rich.
Hey, you know what?
Wealthy. Off the backs of slavery.
You know what? It's a lot of
my dad's rich, bro.
Man,
yeah, I'm talking about
Generational.
I'm gonna tell you one of the things.
especially
When I read up
cotton.
on
Cotton,
this,
we should own every cotton
we should own
industry
cotton.
forever.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Every black
something
person.
that kind of broke my heart, right? That I can't remember what city this was in, where this was exactly was at. But this was right after they freed the slaves. It was right after that, and they instead of offering them land, they were supposed the plan. The idea was they were saying they was supposed to get land.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of giving land, we know they gave land all to the white folks. But instead of giving us land, they was like, okay, we're gonna give y'all your own bank. We want to try your own bank. So these black folks was working these jobs, putting this money into this bank over the years, putting money into this bank, money into the bank, money into the bank. Yeah, real talk.
And then they burn it down.
They ain't burn it down. There was a white guy running it. There was a white guy you really running the bank at the very top, running the bank. You know what he was doing with the black people money? He was taking it and loaning it out to his friends, other white folks. You ain't gotta pay that back. They're gonna keep funneling this money in. You ain't gotta pay it back. Do what you need to do. Take care of his people.
Get on your feet.
With the black folks' money.
Wow.
So drained all the money out the bank. So then they was trying to say they tried to get one of the brothers, Frederick Douglass, to come and run the bank. All of a sudden, now they go to him like, you need to run. You can run this bank.
Yeah,
Frederick Douglass said when he came, by the time he came, he said he looked into it. Said there wasn't a dollar in there. They said total wise, the money that was put in there was like a little over $3 billion today money. By the total wise, a little over $3 billion today money was put in by these black folks over the
Back
years.
then?
Yeah, that's why back.
Man, we had money.
$5
We had money back then.
This collectively together.
I get that.
So they drained these black folks. They was hurt. They wanted a dime in there. Fred Douglass said he came out of the house, was running the bank. It ain't a penny in there. They like, what you mean no penny? It ain't dime. No criminal charges against nobody.
That's why most of us don't believe in
just
banks now. You gotta think
just
about
go
it.
away. When you black, it's one of those things. It happened to you. Deal with it. Move on. That's how they try to put it.
You know, Fred Douglass.
That's how they try to do it. It happened to you. We sorry. We messed up. Bye.
You know what I'm saying?
You can go now. Bye.
Fred educated himself and bought his own damn freedom, so he wasn't no idiot by no means. You know what I'm saying?
I read
That's the part of the history that they're
Fred
trying to
Douglass.
erase. They don't want that in the history books.
Oh no,
They don't want
you
that in
can't
the schools.
learn.
They don't want the kids to know nothing about their past.
One thing that makes a powerful man is a smart man. Once you educated, there's nothing that you can tell me once I educate myself.
Right.
In your land, and with your rules, I can use that right back against you.
Man, I'm trying to tell you that's the
Freeman's Bank.
I want to tap in what he just said. I just want to say what he said. Man, listen, what we gotta do is learn the game, right? Learn the game and the system that they got, because what we saying is we in the system. We're gonna learn the game, right? But you gotta go ahead and beat this game and go ahead and create your own system. That's what we should be thinking of. And you talk about education. Education is the key, man. And then too, for us, we gotta be financially free. We living in a capitalistic country. Right? We ain't got no money. We ain't got no voice. You know, when you at the table, when y'all trying to put a play together, if you ain't got no money, then you can't be a part of this play. And that's how it normally be. When you ain't got no voting power, when you ain't got no capital behind you, you don't own the assets in your neighborhood, then you're not really a force at the table.
You know, I gotta piggyback. This is what Kanye said. You know, he said, you know, these schools is a flaw. And I really believe that. You know, I've been doing a little bit of research on it, and I've been kind of believing what they say. I mean, but you know, you do your own research and you figure out what you know what I'm saying, what your preference is. But you know, Kanye said it, you know, oh yeah, I had a question. And Kanye said this too. He said, what Jew, you know, was in your school? In our school system. What school system do they go to?
You remember any?
I can't remember one.
You know, have you seen a pilgrim? Chinese and elementary.
If they was at Northwestern, they was in the Green Hall and the wheelchair.
Right,
wheelchair.
They was at Central. They was on the 4th floor.
They not learning. The thing is, they not learning what we learning.
But the one too, man. Let me say this.
You know, he said we need to get on. Okay, I'm good. He said we need to do more. Become engineers. And I looked at it. That's in our background. That's in our DNA structure.
We've been creating.
We've been creating it all.
Most of
But what I
our
want to say is, once we learn the game, we also we are bad people, man, because even we have to learn the game, right? As soon as we learn the game in the back, they change it. So now we got juggle this.
Listen, we gotta
Every time we learn the game,
I gotta shoot a three.
We gotta stop looking at them.
Come on,
listen. We gotta stop looking at them, man. You know what I'm saying? For real, what they doing? We don't care about what they doing. They not us.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? For real, they not us. And at the end of the day, we have to really sit down, think.
Yeah, pull out.
Come on, young man.
Yeah.
Really sit down and think, bro. Listen, we control all markets.
I agree with that.
We control all markets.
Yeah, pull out.
Every market. Look, clothes. We buy all the clothes. We buy all the. Listen, we got more name brand than the actual rich people got.
The rich man that walked through my plant, there's a multi-millionaire.
Listen,
some penny loafers and some khakis.
You hear me? Listen, we buying all the brand cars.
We got all the names on there, all the brands.
Each one is trucks.
Instead of doing that, let's go invest into a business. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, you know what I'm saying? Invest in something to get us the revenue that we keep spending and renting. You know what I'm saying? We rent out everything.
So with the thought that we basically hold on control, Roddy, y'all. Basically, with us holding that control. And I tell people, if we was to, and I know people probably heard me say this a lot of times. If we was to just be like, you know what, today, black folks, we ain't moving. We ain't doing nothing for the country today.
We'll shut down the markets.
The country.
We'll shut down the markets.
Literally going to a dark age. Literally going to a dark age.
Listen,
that's
that.
The control and the power we hold.
If we did that, there wouldn't be no stocks. There wouldn't be none of that. Listen, if we did that, we'd be just like China right now.
This was great. That's the control and power
That's the communism.
Yeah, that's the control and power that we hold as
Communist state.
That if we just chose a day, a national black day, it was just like, you know what? If you black, you ain't moving. We ain't punching the clock. We ain't moving the car. We ain't doing nothing. We ain't paying the bill. We ain't doing nothing.
No transactions.
Nothing. That's what we see a black dollar move. None of y'all. No more.
That's what we need to push. That
one day. I'm telling you now, it would be all over the news. They'd be in panic mode. Somebody would talk to the black leaders, please. It would be all that. Please talk to the black. Then of course you're gonna have your blacks come out. That's gonna be talking about y'all stupid. Why would y'all do this? You need to go to work. You're gonna have those blacks come out like that. They're the ones that gotta be removed. They have to be removed for whatever spokesperson leadership.
We definitely need to.
That's why I go.
We definitely need to get on that type of time. You know, not just that.
There you go.
You know, we need to get
on the like, y'all ain't listening to us. All right.
Any company, really, any company that despises us, we should not be representing them, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, once I really found out that Timberland was the hanging tree, I ain't wore another Timberland ever.
I'm gonna call you out on them Jordans though.
Hey, I'm rocking the mics. You know what I'm saying? I'm rocking the mics, but that's because I really didn't know exactly.
He saw opportunity.
Listen, but I can tell you this. I can tell you one thing. Mike will never, ever catch me in a line waiting on his shoes. It's gonna have to be already on the market for me to grab it. I'm not finna wait. I'm not finna buy no ticket. I'm not finna raffle. Listen. Hey Kanye, I'm waiting on you, fam. I'm rocking everything. I'm for real, man. Listen, I'm serious.
Why is he rocking all Trump hats and all this?
Listen, you gotta think. Listen, I want y'all to look at it on. Listen, this is a thing because you know what? I felt the same way before I started doing my research.
It's strategic what he doing now.
It's very strategic, and not just that. He's making a mockery out of them. That's why they hate it the most.
I do like that.
He's making a mockery. Look, White Lives Matter.
He's making a mockery.
Part though. Listen, let me say this though.
Yeah, okay.
I like that part.
Listen,
I'm rocking with you on a lot of stuff, man, but a lot of that stuff too.
Listen, I'm telling
you gotta streamline the message forward.
And listen, you gotta look who his parents is too, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You gotta look who his parents. That man is very
Hold on. I do like how he got out his deal. See, you gotta understand what he did to get out that $1 billion deal, right? Without paying no money up, right? And what he did was cause a frenzy. And now they released him, so now he's free. So now he's able to distribute his product the way he wants to. That's what he wanted to do in the first place. And what he did was get in bed with him, right? He noticed that this was some stuff that he wanted to be around, and then he got out, right?
He knew how he was going to act.
So he infiltrated them?
Yeah, he infiltrated them, man. You know, for a long time he's been trying to get in the fashion game. You see, if you watch Decline, what he was doing, he was trying to get in the fashion game.
He was already in it.
Right.
He was helping his wife with the fashion game.
And all that was a ploy too.
Yeah,
He wanted
listen, control.
He was strategic.
He was very strategic. I give him props on that.
Kanye and all them other cats. They got with a Kardashian. And they drug overdosing and bunny ranches and all this other stuff.
Listen, Kanye is a real
with a car get
Kanye is a real
type of girl, man.
Listen, what they say into our history, we are niggas, right? Kanye is a real nigga entrepreneur, man.
He used it to his advantage.
No, for real. I'm not nigga, but you know what I'm saying. That's the word they gave us. But I just use that word because it's so broad. You know what I'm saying? We know. I ain't no nigga. I know. Yeah.
But some people that broke it down that nigga was in a positive form, man.
Niggas mean kings.
Niggas?
In the old terms, niggas.
Okay.
Niggas. In Africa,
N-E-G-U-S mean king.
N-E-G-U-S.
And you know what? Oh, I'm glad. You know what? I'm glad y'all said that.
Yeah. So
we need to definitely be more knowledgeable on the languages too, man.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
The languages, man. We need to know. We need to learn the language. They alphabets overseas because you know what?
It's the Greek. It's a term. It's a different term.
And I'm telling you, I've been doing some research on our language, man. It's real. It's some wicked stuff in America, man. It's really wicked, man. We gotta pay attention.
They call it spelling. We wasn't called spelling at first. It was alphabet. It was never called spelling in America, man. I'm gonna transition for a second. I want to drop in some news. Just transition for a second. For those that don't know what's going on, there's the current fight. One of our current fights. Couple of our current fights. Then we want to get
dive in, brother.
Yeah, get John. We want you, John, to kind of dive into what your situation. So one of the most recent situations is a young sister, Latanya Robinson. Now, she had from what we know thus far. Shout out to Jaleel X and Johnny Allen Bay. But from what we know thus far is there was an initial police stop without a real cause. So when the officers walked up on her, she asked, like you could, what you pulled me over for? The response from the officers was, shut up, don't worry about it. And get out the car. And she's like, no, I'm not getting out the car. What you pulled me over? So I guess they went to try to snatch her out the car, pull her by her hair. She pulled off in fear, you know what I'm saying? So she pulled off. And while she was pulled off, she called her mother on the phone while the police chasing her. It's Flint Township. Exactly. So while the police chasing her, she called her mother on the phone. And her mother said, all she hear is, he tried to pull my hair. So the mother and the brother jump in their car to try to go find her. They're like, we just was going in the direction we knew she would be coming from the store. Right. Because they like in their mind, maybe she got in an accident with some dude, and the dude trying to find her. So the brother, he riled up like, what call my sister? You know what I'm saying? So they shooting. As they shooting up here, so they see her, they sister, the young lady Latanya, coming down towards them with the police. And you know what I'm saying? This Thanksgiving morning. Early Thanksgiving morning. See her mother and everything. Early Thanksgiving morning. And she coming down the street. And they honking the horn at her because they telling her to just stop. So she stopped. They manhandled her to throw her out. There's video out of it.
Was there people there?
It's not much. Yeah, people was there pulled up. They the ones got her to stop. She only stopped because at this point now she's seeing.
So it should be video. I'm quite sure they video on it.
There is some video. The only video, there's so much going on. The mother didn't video, the brother didn't video at the time because when she stopped, the way the police snatched her out, threw her down.
He was ready to
the
get
brother
active.
was ready to get active.
Right.
And he was being held back by family and stuff. All that part you can see on video. Her on the ground, the mother say, you know, they had their neck, their knee in her neck, and all she could think about was George Floyd. You know, the mother older, and you know, so she like, all I can think about, they finna kill my baby in front of me. They rough her up, throw, you know, slam her on the ground. Basically, brother, he trying to get at the officers. They throw her in the police car. They take her downtown. So the young lady had been dealing with some mental health issues, a few mental health issues, you know. And one of the officers, when she pulled off, I guess, leg got ran over or whatever. You know, they not hurt off the job, nothing like that. But so she's lodged in the county jail. They're working on getting her bond right now. She's still at 45,000. Yes, so they get her bond at 45,000.
What's her name?
You know, Latanya Robinson.
What name?
And so one thing
so
that was surprising
at 45,000.
45. You know, they got her on. They trump up the charge.
Man, listen, and they play a dirty game, man.
Yeah, but 45,000 used to be about 10%. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they got a 10%. They got
4,500. You'll be surprised what they do, man.
He was just on the show one day.
10% off 45,000.
45,000.
So it's 45 bill is
4,500. So the family, they just was able to hear just a couple of days ago. The bond was finally set because after Thanksgiving, they ain't run no courts for a minute. She ain't she ain't went to no court or nothing like that for a minute.
But they get money for her sitting down there.
Yeah, of course they pay. That's how they go.
At 12:01 midnight every day.
So the reason I say shout out to Jaleel X and Janelle and Bay because I was in constant back and forth calls with them about when I first got them call about the young lady. I called to Jaleel once I found she was in the county, Janelle, to see if he can go talk to her. And then me and Jaleel got on the phone. Jaleel reached out to Swanson and Deputy Landon to let them know, like, look, you got a young lady in there that has some mental issues. We know that y'all got all this other stuff surrounding, so we know, you know how officers want to act. It's just like, oh, she attacked an officer, so you know she gonna get the treatment. So they had to let them know, like, it ain't that. She got some mental issues. Now, so it's kind of surprising. Flint Township owned up. They was like, yeah, we manhandled her. They said that. They said we manhandled her.
She wouldn't know that.
They said we manhandled her.
Had they not came at her,
they said we manhandled her.
Scared of the devil.
Yeah, they said we manhandled her. They said the only reason we manhandled her.
They said they manhandled her.
Like we manhandled her.
Flint Township?
Flint Township. Surprisingly,
The
only reason they said it though, they like we did it because the call came out that an officer had got hit by a car by the person. Okay. Like, had we known, which
how is that though? How is that?
Like, had we known,
how is that been happening after they pulled off?
No. The officer, they manhandled her when at the stop, when they actually got out.
When the brother
that issue. That's they apologizing for that manhandling. They tried in the beginning. It was manhandling already at the beginning. They not owning to that. And what I'm saying is, you know how it is. You can get an apology from them type of folk. You can get an apology, but it ain't the real thing. It's a smoothing over type thing. You know what I'm saying? Stepping on your foot and I'm apologizing because I hit your back. I'm so sorry, man. I ain't mean to do that. I ain't mean to do what I was doing. That's type of apology. So it wasn't like, yeah, we stopped it the first time and we was wrong for what we did. And man, it was just like, no, the only reason we threw on the ground the second time was because we got the call that officer got ran over by somebody. So still, even though you apologize, it's still like, well, you should have did your just do, you know what I'm saying, because you got a job to protect and serve. So again, you was wrong. Okay, we accept your apology. You apologize. Okay, we accept it. So what you gonna do about the officers that did it though? Still was wrong. You know what I mean? Whether you apologize or not, it was wrong. Because I tried to apologize in court for all the armed robberies. Y'all didn't let me go. You know what I mean? I still got prosecute. I did apologize. I'm sorry. They let me go. That's what I'm saying. So okay,
she's still in the county jail right now.
In the county jail right now. And which another thing is just like, well, yeah, we're releasing it. Let her out.
Yeah.
So
No,
let's get some.
No priors, no nothing. She has no priors, no records.
They should have gave her OR bond, man.
PR. They supposed to gave her.
Man, listen.
You know, OR is only cognizant.
This is not surprising to me.
No, it's not.
It's not surprising. You know, this is what they do. They are good at covering it up. I'll say Michigan is the best. You ever look? You think
Find it out.
you gonna find out?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they really is good at covering this stuff up, and they'll make it seem like you was the criminal.
You go first hand, don't you, brother?
Man, I know way too well.
Tell your story.
So let's transition into that, man, because we do got Brother John Fleming here, man, who was attacked and assaulted on 2 different occasions, 2 different incidents,
2 different groups
on
of
April
thugs.
2nd, earlier this year, by police, man. So first and foremost, man, what we want to say is, man, we definitely commend you, man, for just, continue on with the fight, because that's a mental game, right? When you go through that type of situation and you got to fight with folks and you got to fight with a system and you ain't getting the support that you need from the community or getting resources that you need to fight the fight, right? It just really make a big issue for you. So, man, first and foremost, man, we appreciate, man, you just stepping up and continue to be about the fight.
Oh yeah,
right.
Sure.
And then at the same time, too, man, we're gonna get some insight from him as far as like what he's been doing, what he's been following up on, and then just his perspective on the whole ordeal. So, won't you kind of lay down, man, just that scenario so folks kind of get an understanding of what we're talking about.
Well, basically, April 2nd, you know what I'm saying? I went up to Walmart basically to shop for my business, and as me grabbing some items, I also went over to Sam's to grab some items as well. And got on the bus, got on the bus, left there, and the bus stopped, Like before I got on the bus though, you can tell when people watching you, you get the, you know when people watching you,
So before when you got on the bus, you felt that feeling. Or before you got on the bus, you felt that feeling.
Before I got on the bus, I was watching dog and I was watching his demeanor. I'm very well at watching people,
Is this a Walmart worker?
Yeah, he's a Walmart, I think loss prevention. I ain't noticed at the time, but now I did the research. He was loss prevention. You know what I'm saying? So I see
we watching y'all too, man. All you in that field of loss prevention, ain't nobody got to steal nothing. Everybody ain't stealing. Everybody got.
I definitely ain't got to steal, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely was at a good position in my life. You know what I'm saying? I was really, stuff was increasing for me. You know what I'm saying? Kids was well taken care of. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on my business. You know what I'm saying? I got a few more steps to do, and I'll be fully legit as far as paper wise. You know what I'm saying? So. But let me get back to the story. But you know what I'm saying? So, bam, I gets on the bus, I see dog, you know what I'm saying, watching, like shady watching, you know what I'm saying? Like if I was hitting a lick on somebody, you know what I'm saying, and I'm watching him while dog watching, but I'm watching at a distance, you know what I'm saying? You can tell, you know what I'm saying? We black, we always see this stuff, type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? We ain't stupid when you watching this. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, bam, I see him, so I'm getting on the bus, I'm like, something in my mind, like dog on something. Dog on something.
So you felt it.
I felt it. It's in my mind, bro. And one thing about me, man, I'm very in tune with my spirit and myself. You know what I'm saying? So when myself keep telling me something, I'm gonna listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, bam. And then it told me, bro, they think you stealing. I laughed. I got the receipt. Right. You know, on the bus, whoop, we goes around the little parking curb to Walmart, you know what I'm saying, the back little way. Bam. I wouldn't even save, maybe I wouldn't even say 500 feet on that road. We pulled over. You know what I'm saying? Bam. I didn't know we was pulled over at the time. You know what I'm saying? I don't hear no sirens. You know what I'm saying? So the bus just stopped. What the fuck? This ain't no bus stop. Why stop? Right. Well, okay, whatever. So, damn. Everybody looking around, seeing what's going on. You know what I'm saying? The officer come on the back, shoot on the back bus. Look both ways, come straight to me.
You talking about they came on the bus?
On the bus.
And then
You must have killed somebody at Walmart.
Man, look, I must have had a gun, AK-47, and smacked them in the head with it.
I'm trying to figure this out right now, right? So they came for the bus.
Man,
got on the bus.
Got on the bus.
And went straight to the back for you.
I was in the front of the bus. I wasn't even sitting down. I was standing up. I don't sit down when I get on the bus.
Right.
I stand up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm standing up right in front. Came from the back of the bus to the front, straight to me.
Yeah.
No, sir, what's your name?
Yeah.
Sir, can I talk to you?
Yeah.
Sir, we heard.
Yeah.
Sir, you're under arrest. You're being detained.
Do you have a receipt?
You got a receipt. That's what I was saying. You got
a receipt.
They said you still.
No. A receipt. I was already guilty, fam.
Yeah.
I was guilty already.
Not knowing you got a receipt for all this stuff.
Got receipts.
Yeah.
As soon as he said for retail fraud, man, I got receipts. I kept saying, I got receipts.
Yeah.
Still hitting. Steady hitting. I got receipts, bro. Why you keep hitting me, fam? Check my wallet.
Right.
Still getting hit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Physically, huh? Physically.
Damn. Knees. And look, man, the man looked like the UFC fighter. I can't wait till we get the video. You know what I'm saying? The man looked like a UFC fighter. I was looking at him like, man, is he an officer?
Was they yelling at BS, stop resisting?
No, they couldn't say it. He said he just want to beat. He want to fight.
I see him want to sneak a punch in with me.
He had a vendetta against me, and I didn't even know the man. That's my thing. I don't know what he.
You got the tape, the footage?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It be coming soon. It coming soon. It be coming soon.
Now, hold on. I'm still trying to wrap my brain around just that whole process, man. So,
supposed to announce yourself.
Yeah, for once, announce yourself, but you just come on a bus full of people. You go directly to one person and say that he been stealing. And the man told you got receipts. I don't understand. Like how.
And after I told him, he steady beat me. After I told him,
physically contacted him before asking him about receipts or anything. That's
before
he didn't ask him.
He never asked about a receipt. Not once.
Start touching.
Physically start touching me. Physically start touching me. I didn't read it to the police a few times. I never was treated like that. Now that's definitely was the worst by far. By far, man. You know what I'm saying? Usually you get
you know how to call when now. You know how to call when now. We got somebody stealing from Walmart.
The severity of what he's saying, man. The brother is saying, like, listen, he was shopping for goods, right? He got a business, right? And he paid for it, walked up the store and got on the bus. For them to come in or loss prevention to say you was stealing. And then for the Flint Township police to pull the bus over, which is a federal, which is against federal, right?
You supposed to have a search warrant.
You putting over public transportation, the bus, right? You got to walk this stuff down, right? You pull the bus over, then you go on the bus, right? And you just identify a young black man, right, with receipts in his pockets, and automatically assume that he's stealing without even communicating what the situation is. You didn't even come ask or talk to the brother what was going on, right? I would have been pissed. If I would have been sitting on the bus, I would have been jumping that shit with John. That's the whole, that's the type of violence that took place. That's the mindset supposed to be. When you see that stuff happen, like injustice happen to one of us, happen to all of us. So everybody should have been pissed, mad as hell. That this shit, first and foremost, I got places to be. I got somewhere to go. You sit up here stopping the bus for somebody who ain't even stole nothing from the store, right? Everybody is in wrong when you talk about Walmart, when you talking about loss prevention, you talking about Flint Township. That bus should have kept going, right? That's that whole vibe. And everybody on that bus that watched that, this is the thing. When you see something take place in the community, we all got to be stopping on this. We all got to look at this and analyze this. We all got to go ahead and be about the fight, right? Whatever's going on, if you see your brother and sister being manhandled, being disrespected, being accused of wrongdoings, right? And you don't do it, you don't get engaged, you just as wrong as them.
But see, it don't matter if you get it.
It's this mentality like you see this injustice doing to this brother. When you speak up for it, you switch.
Like, man, what the hell? We ain't doing all that recording and all that old sitting up on Facebook, doing all that nonsense. That ain't what's going on.
You in front of me, you getting jumped on by the police and attacked by the police. I'm getting involved. and we gonna.
It ain't gonna be no footage. Ain't gonna be no camera. Everybody got no camera.
And the reason being,
we don't even want to film.
Yeah, the reason being though, and even at the stops that I've been at with officers, they be asking, why are you here? Why are you here? They be irritated because I stopped at these stops in time. Even at those stops, I let them know. Listen, if they guilty for something they did, do your job. If they didn't do nothing, do your job. Follow through. Make sure everything goes smooth. I don't care if they guilty or not. Right. You better not go above your job. Right. Because if you go above your job, I'm letting you know.
From going that scene, man, you know, what was your feelings when you was going through that situation on the bus? What was you feeling like? What was your mindset? That going on when you trying to get to the crib and put your business together. Like an adjective. What would you feel like?
You know what, man?
Disbelief.
At that point, it's two thoughts, man. Really, hopefully I make out of here alive. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm continuously seeing what's going on to my black brothers that haven't made it from police attacks. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm already fearful. So now all I can do is try to yell, I got my receipts, man. Stop beating on me, I got my receipts. You supposed to stop everything. Once I say I got my receipts, you supposed to check. He should have texted me in the first place, but it should have definitely seized after I told you I had my receipts, man.
What more you need?
What more do you need?
Accused of stealing.
And then the thing about it that blows me again, what the fuck? What the fuck? The Walmart got all them goddamn cameras for? I mean, the cameras on the self-checkout. The shit is on the ceiling. It's down there in every fucking aisle there is. So basically, you telling me
that worker could have just lied on you just because he hated black people or something.
Situation like that.
But I'm gonna throw that. I'm gonna throw that out there. Okay. I'm gonna throw the race all that out of there. You hear me?
What is the technology for?
What's the technology for? And if I'm not mistaken, Walmart got people that's watching these cameras. I'm on the right. They have a certain time they got these people watching these cameras all day. That's their job.
They just usually want hanging around and check out the random look at receipts.
So again, and not only that, I was in that store for at least good 30 minutes. So you had enough time to check them cameras to really see if I stole anything. Detain. But listen, therefore, listen. Even if you didn't got to that point, you got the cameras to prove if I stole or not. You shouldn't even made the call until you did your investigation.
Yeah.
So when you made that call, you didn't give a fuck about the cameras. You didn't care about the principles that y'all have set up to go look at them cameras. Do your job.
Right. You know how to call went. You know how to call went.
You know what I'm saying?
You know how to call went though. You know how that call went.
But
we got a
I'm pretty sure
we got a black.
He been in the store for a minute.
Yeah. He might be aggressive. He stole something.
Hurry up.
But like John said, though,
he might get aggressive.
Consequences for him not doing his job.
Now, all this
jumped up at that police station.
And
check them cameras like he's saying and see this man ain't stole nothing. All this wouldn't even been taken.
It would have never happened. See, and not just that. Even if I did steal, y'all didn't catch me in the store, so that's what y'all efforts is dead. After this point, you call the police.
I'd have made it out.
This is what you do. This is what they supposed to do. They supposed to call the police, have them look at the camera. Look, this man stole. The police go talk to the judge and see how much I stole. They make an arrangement to get me locked up, go get a search warrant for me to go pop up at my premises and to be able to charge me for what the hell I was accused for. Now that's how it's supposed to win.
Yeah.
If they did not catch me in that store, they were supposed to catch me out on the streets and get me.
You ain't just make it out the store. You made it on the damn bus.
I was on the bus.
You was gone.
We was off their premises.
En route.
We on the street. We not on Walmart premises no more.
So once they got you off the bus, forcibly,
Beat me some more while I was in cups. No, that man was a UFC fighter, man. He wasn't no cop, man. UFC chain.
They be trying to do that type of stuff, though, man. They think they
practice.
They ain't, though, bro. That's the whole thing. They can be feeling like that because it's like 3, 4. Anybody can feel that when you got 4, 5.
Yeah. Listen, I ain't gonna.
Yeah. You know, he's like,
I ain't gonna say
Go. What was the events that transpired after? Once they got you off the bus, you cuffed now. Got you off the bus. They don't put their hands on you, get you off the bus. Still ain't got your receipt. Still ain't grabbed your receipt. Still ain't looked at that.
Right.
So they put you in the car.
They put me in a patrol car. We rose over to Walmart.
So they took you back
to Walmart.
After
roughing me up, this is the shit they were supposed to do before they roughed me up.
Right.
Take me to Walmart and see was I stealing or not. That's what they were supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what? Guess what? How many times they had to come down to the cruiser 3 times to check my receipt and my bag? 3 times.
At this time, they checked the receipt finally.
And they like, oh, you clear to go.
Oh, God.
Huh? I'm clear to go. Yeah, hold on.
Take a sip on that.
Hold on. We listen. Is you good, sir? I'm a sir now. I'm a sir now.
You sir now.
Sir, is you good?
You drag me off the bus.
Is you good?
After you just beat me and dragged me off
sir,
on camera in front of people.
And then not only that, man, I'm talking to the guy that beat me. You know what I'm saying? The cruise. You know what I'm saying? I said, man, you fucked up, right? You fucked up, right?
Society, yeah.
You fucked up, right?
No, you fucked.
Right. I see a couple people on the hook.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then I asked him a question. I said, man, is that how your job is supposed to be done?
See?
Yeah. No, sir, that's not your job. That's not how you're supposed to be. You're supposed to ask me questions, bring me over here, and then we do the investigation like y'all doing now.
It's still not touching.
So why did y'all beat me, sir? I asked him this. I'm on his head too. Mm-hmm. Why you beat me, man?
You're right.
Well, if you wasn't guilty, we wouldn't have did it.
But let's pause right there. I want y'all to really kind of take all this in, man, because I know there's a bunch of emotions going through. Just be reliving that, right? The thing is this, though, man. You know what I'm saying? Police be having and feeling like they got so much authority over people. They think they can just do you wrong.
They don't even
disrespect
know
you. Right?
They don't even know the law.
They don't even know the law. They don't even read the Constitution.
They don't give a.
But then, this is the thing, that they come into urban communities without having respect for the patients. They don't have respect for the people. That's what you got to understand. In Flint Township, because they never admitted their wrongs in none of this.
And they
never took accountability for nothing.
They've been able to get away with this type of behavior since the beginning of the time, though.
Well, until people stand up against that. That's what this is all about.
And
right?
Y'all are brothers. Now, I did a social test on my own because I got tired of getting pulled over by the cops, detained, freezing outside, pulled out my car, cuffed up for no reason, and being said, all right, sir, you're good to go. My license was legit, car was legit, tags was legit, insurance was legit. Oh, you're good to go. So you do it at your job if you work at a 9 to 5. I went around just curiously, just asking like 25 to 30 different white guys that I work with and females, how many times they had been pulled over in their life. People that was my age and people that was half my age, and most of them said 0 or 1. And when it was 1 or 2, because they were speeding or they were drunk. You know what I'm saying?
Let's deal with Flint Township. Let's deal with Flint Township, and then we're gonna go to the second half of the story. Let's deal with Flint Township. Right? Flint Township. You know that they got a way of thinking about Flint.
Oh, that's different.
Right? You know how they feel about Flint. This is what I'm saying. These folks done this. They done this irrational behavior to the brother. Never took accountability not once. It's been a series of conversations, discussions about it with his mother, with his family, with the whole set there, and they still haven't took accountability. So you got to know the severity of what's going on. They ain't took accountability for nothing, haven't acknowledged it. They said, let me send a thank you letter, apology letter to John and his family. None of that stuff, right? But then you want to talk about, us having understanding that they supposed to be in our community. This is one thing for sure. Yeah, Flint Township Police. Which officer? You got the information?
Yeah, I got all the information.
Okay. Flint Township. We're gonna address all of them. Flint Township.
Jay Prince.
Jay Prince?
Yeah, Jay Prince.
That's his name?
Yeah.
Oh, seriously?
There's Flint Township. We're gonna address all of them. Flint Township.
All like
right?
Prince.
Listen,
Prince.
For one thing for sure, brothers and sisters in the Flint community is not standing for that BS. We will not let you go ahead and treat our people in this type of way, right? We will not let you feel that you have this type of authority over folks and you don't have no respect for people in the community that you serve. We're going to be dealing with you, right? We're going to be running up on you every time it's a stop, right? You know what I'm saying? They know me by the first name. Every time it's a stop, right? We pulling up. That's where the peacekeepers come into play. We're going to stop all this irrational behavior that's taking place in the community. You're not chasing folks around here in this community. You're not running over and manhandling women. You're not manhandling, stopping buses, manhandling and young men in our community. This is where it say. This is where it stay. Like, man, I'm telling you, this is a shout out to all the men in Flint, all the men just in general. Anytime you see Flint Township Police, make sure you keeping eyes and ears on them, right? Making sure that you checking and balance. When somebody pulled up, you got the right to pull up and watch as a community member. As a peacekeeper, we're gonna be having peacekeepers out there on every stop, every situation, every corner in a minute, right? But we're gonna be dealing with y'all strategically. So to come out now, one for sure, you owe out for John. You owe out for John. So everybody from the township police, the departments, you owe out. And we're gonna get that justice for sure. We're gonna get that regardless. That's the end of this, right? We're gonna have some real marquees, we're gonna have some real strategies, and we're gonna put some real holders on every one of y'all in that department, right? Because just even hearing that story just make me just disgusted. Just even hearing what he had to go through, it just makes a problem, right? And then what the brother was talking about with the sister and the man handling her, and she got mental illness. Listen, man, for a minute, y'all won't be controlling nothing. That's the type of energy that everybody in this community should stand up on. All our brothers and sisters in Flint Township, y'all need to be standing up. Y'all see this stuff going on, don't be sitting quiet. Don't just film it. Don't just sit up here and laugh about it or share it on Facebook and think we did something about it. No, you need to get activated. You need to stop them in their tracks. You need to run up to that station. I remember when we protest up at that station for bro. They had snipers on the roof and all this old silly stuff. They had snipers on the roof. This is what they was doing. They had them on the roof, right? But we had snipers on y'all. So this is the type of energy that we got to be on. We got to be on that type of level. You fight fire with fire. You make sure that they respect you. In this world of the taking, you take. I'm sick and tired of just watching these stories and asking us for questions and pussyfooting around. Man. And it is not enough it's not enough out here. It's not enough brothers out here standing up. But we be standing up in our neighborhoods all day long for some bullshit. We'll be out there all day on tip for that. But when it's something like this, we gotta be on. They run. But when it's something like this, make sure you run towards the situation rather than running from it. Man, I'm hurt that. I know it was in April. I'm still hurt that stuff went down. I'm just like sick. And I'm sick that it just continued to happen. And all the stories that we don't know.
I think the most sickening part about it is when I think John heard me say this a few times when you look back and it's like they feel like they got away with another. You know what I'm saying? That's the most sickening.
And so crazy they will do it knowing that they're going to be filmed or on camera or whatever. They don't even care about that.
Listen, you know what though? And that's something that we have. See, we have to understand the law, know the law, because if we know the reason why they're getting away with the stuff that they're getting away with, then we would change that. Say that again, brother. They shouldn't have that. We need to strip that from them. If you're not pertaining, first of all, you shouldn't have qualified immunity if you're not upheld your oath. You have an oath.
They should have that anyway, though, because everybody is flawed.
That's
so even if you're in a position of that, you shouldn't have qualified immunity because you're making mistakes left and right. And that's what protect police officers. But then there's also these bad unions who put them back out in the streets. So just for instance, when a situation happen, all they gonna do is send them to another county. It's the unions that's a problem too.
Not just that. You got the prosecutors, you got the higher ups. Mm-hmm. These people they probably family if I did the research.
They were like,
if I did the research, I'm pretty sure they family or they got ties in with each other or they shared money together. Some type of way they together.
If I make you get this, they just be on code though. That's what it is. They ain't even gotta be family. They ain't even gotta like each other. They just be on code. It's like, all right, well listen, when this is some situation take place, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna get together. Even if we ain't all on the same team, we ain't on the same side, you're in different departments. They all on code, right? What we saying for us, man, we gotta be on code. We gotta be on code. They will.
We can't do that. We can't do that to go against our end. We can't do that.
That's what you better.
But they be beside like if two entities, two white entities ain't feeling each other, but there's an issue and they got an issue with a brother. There's an issue with a brother. They could come to the table without their beefs. Come to the table without their beefs.
Hey, but look though, you gotta look at it though. What's the narrative to their narrative? I'm not. Say something. I'm Debo. Give me your chain. Huh? Listen what I'm saying. Say something.
Something.
Give me your chain.
Take my chain.
Yeah, they take.
That's what they doing. Say something. I wish you would. I slap the taste out your mouth, and then
that's how they be talking to folks until
I take your kids away from you. I kill your whole family, and then leave you here to feel all the pain. And what that person gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna shut up, master.
Don't have.
Hey, let them cross the gun line, boss.
Don't have a glitch on your record just because you got caught up in too. You know what I'm saying? No, throwing hard at against you.
We got to be much stronger than that.
Though. Oh, absolutely.
Like, all that saying, like, man, listen, I deal with police. Like, if you know what you're talking about, and you step to them and you ain't timid about nothing, because you know what you're talking about, and you know what's going on, you know how they treat them. We ain't just letting you just go run all over. You ain't running all over. I don't care if I'm in Flint Township, Genesee Sheriff Department, down there in Oakland County, wherever the hell you at. The whole thing is this, though, man. Stand on your principle. And that's what it's about. And then every man should be able to stand like that. For one, I think we just said we need to be learning the laws, right? We should definitely understand the law.
Rules.
Yeah, you understand the law. I get that. Them. But then at the same time, you don't allow them to come in your community and disrespect you and walk all over you either.
And when they do something like they did to this young man right here,
we need to have an action.
You gotta have some action. There's gotta be some consequences.
It's gotta be some consequences and repercussions.
Because too many times they get away with this and use their lawyers or the prosecutors and stuff to drag it on out in the courts for a second or whatever. And then if they know they did wrong, like they know they did wrong, try to throw a little bit of money at you real quick, tell you to shut up and push on.
They definitely try to, not them. The other folks try to throw some coins at them. But the thing is this, though. This is what we saying, though, man. We have to have it in us to put an end to it. And you know, the beginning of patrol and police, it started as slave patrol. So you gotta understand the origins of this situation, the organ of this organization.
Right.
And then they protected by these different unions. They protected by policy, right? They only here to protect and serve property. When they say protect and serve, it ain't to serve. Protect you. It's never been about you. It's about property. They will protect the property. They will protect the dog before they protect you.
Oh man, they mess with their dog. You get a 7. I'm just
saying,
man, they killing you.
You get a 7 execution. If you walk towards their dog.
I'm saying, so we need to be understanding that. But then also, man, it's always a call to all of us, man. When we standing strong like this, when there's 10 of us out here standing strong, when it's a situation where somebody get pulled over, they don't matter though. We got to do something. All that old, you know what I'm saying? Just because we ain't got the numbers and shit.
No, I say we outnumbered.
We outnumber them, yeah, in general. But what I'm saying, sometimes with us, man, we be like, so we don't want to get involved because we scared to jeopardize what we got going on. We don't want to step up. We don't want to sacrifice on behalf of another person, right? Because why? Because I'm good. I'm sitting. I'm watching on the news. I'm watching on Facebook.
And that's all.
But you ain't willing to get engaged and stop that stuff. No, I mean that stuff. How you gonna be a real man? How do your people? How you gonna protect your community if you allow this stuff to go on? How we gonna feel safe and comfortable if we ain't standing up for ourselves?
And guess what? If they do it to your strongest, if they'll do it to the strongest, which is the man, what's the chance of you and your kids?
No, but shit, well,
you know what I'm saying?
You better people. You better stand.
Like it might not have been y'all. Trust and believe it. But in the future, it can be your kid. Mm-hmm. It could be you.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Ain't nobody like, you know what I'm saying? Like I like shit. Police will never do that shit to me. You know what I'm saying? I used to say that. Police will never do that shit to me, or hey. It happened. Now I'm about to get their ass. You know what I'm saying? Legally though. Right. You know what I'm saying? Legally. That's the part that I
legally, physically, mentally, and
all that.
Right? We gotta hit them where it hurts.
And hopefully somebody get terminated off of it or relocated, get them out of
man. He don't need to. They don't need to be no deputy no more. He need to get his name Sean. I ain't even gonna lie. You know, I've been thinking about this for a minute. You know, they don't need to work no more. And anybody in cahoots with them, as far as David Layton and all them, they need to get shot down too.
Now you talking that language. Listen,
because they getting protected by these fucking phony ass motherfuckers. And guess what? They got these motherfucking pastors. They got these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Man.
It's crazy.
And that's another thing, black people
playing chess.
Black people, please, we need to wake up. If our black pastors not really for our black communities, man, we need to cut them off, let them die right there.
Yeah, a lot of these pastors ain't for the black community.
And I know that they all for their personal agenda. But man, listen, it's no way, fam. Listen, it's no way, man. Listen, my family from my grandma have been very church people going. You know what I'm saying? It's no way that them pastors ain't reaching out to me right now, trying to give me help. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm calling out all Flint pastors, man.
I'm one of them. I'm a Flint pastor. But
you he on my side though. You see that, right? But you know what I'm saying? But
I don't think he's Flint pastor though, bro.
Where the rest of these pastors at, man? These I'm a big time leader in Flint, man. You ain't no leader in what? In your home. You ain't no leader in the community, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm really like.
But they'll get on live and talk about
the community, and I'm being an activist for my community. Listen, man. Honestly, what pastor is literally doing something for our community? Really, genuinely. Right. How many people houses is in foreclosure? How many people? But you giving these people your tithe money that you work hard for?
And them churches are falling down.
You know what I mean? They not helping you with your bills. They can't help us with a social event. That's what they supposed to do.
But a lot of times, most of them just be hooping and hollering, man. When we talking about
hooping,
when you talking about the pastors of the past, you ain't got like them headers that called everybody, the congregation together,
really make movements,
together,
really make movements, real money, man.
And really making a difference in their neighborhood. We ain't got that type of thing. Now, everybody trying to get people to come to the church. Everybody come.
You know what? You know what a pastor? You know what a pastor told me? Hey man, you should listen. Oh my fault. You should listen to me. I sit down with these people.
That's how you look.
I can sit down with these people. I know I had lunch with them.
I got a badge. But in
the same token, saying some well, if you got something against Flint Township. But against Hurley and the sheriff, it's man, shut up, sucker. Shut up. You paid off phony boy. Shut up. Shut up. Listen.
Matter of fact, put your hand behind your back.
Listen. Really. Them type of people, black people.
Get back in the house.
Listen,
worse.
them the ones that need to be hung.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry for saying it, dog, and I don't wish that on nobody. But bro, when you a sellout to your own community that's helping you, you need to be hung.
Come on, let me take you down to the police station. Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? I need to go ahead and get the KKK. We need to go ahead and lynch these fake ones. You know what I'm saying? Get them out of our area, man. They listen.
That's funny though. I ain't going.
What happened to a disease? It spreads.
Yeah.
If you got this toxic people that supposed to be leading the community, it really got a voice in the community.
Let me say this one thing. And if you're a pastor right now and you upset hearing this man words, he's talking about you.
Hey, he knows exactly. Listen, he watching this. He knows exactly who I'm talking about.
I know that's right.
You feel me? He knows exactly.
We talking about you. We talking about you.
Ain't upset, right? Out there making stuff happen.
They know what I'm talking about.
All they know is shucking and diving and shoveling and flushing. That stuff is over.
Hey, just because, listen, just because them entities are giving you
with their uniform.
Listen, them young boys is coming up. That's why I don't go to church. And I grew up. My mother had me in church. You know what I'm saying? I got a connection, a relationship with most.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I want to be fed at these churches around here. I'm just being honest. And like the thing is, you need to go ahead and reorganize and look at how you teach and how you connecting with them.
Hold on, you gotta put that up there. And that's how you do it.
Tax free us.
No. This right here.
Always doing NAACP niggas always asking Caucasians.
Man,
yeah, you a wild boy, man. We tried. Well, listen. You do have. There are a few pastors. When I say few, there are few pastors that actually move in the community, do something in the community. When I say few. And these are
very
the ones.
few.
And the reason you don't know much. The reason you don't know much about them because they're not being paid. They're not being paid. They don't have the big churches. They're not being paid. They're not robbing.
They be the best churches.
That's what I'm saying. But they're not robbing the people or anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
They're not doing it
really
with recognition.
Yeah, it's not for that. So you don't get like I'm a pastor. Y'all don't see my video. I don't do videos of when I minister to somebody. When with things I do for people, I don't do videos for that.
It ain't for sure.
It's not for sure. And the reason because the Bible clearly states that's gonna be your reward. I want God to reward me. So, but if I do it and I let the world give me glory for, you know what I'm saying? Likes. That's where it ends. I just got a bunch of likes. I'm not for the likes. I'm not in it for the likes. I'm really in it for the person.
And let me say it too.
When did the churches start celebrating trick or treat Halloween, man? That's a problem. That's a problem. All these churches, trunk or treat. But you got.
So, Pastor, what's the
name? But hold on. But you it's for God, but that's paganism. You know what I'm saying? So we need to listen.
Work too.
You finna start the fire.
For to get a most phone.
Man, listen.
You're getting people tossed a little.
But no, honestly, you better listen. That is paganism, man. To the finest.
Right, and everybody
he get up on some posts now.
But no, if that's what you feel is suitable for taking, if that's what you feel is suitable for taking the kids out of the trick or treating era, I guess. But know what you representing, man. If you godly people, know what you representing, man. Know what you know. Listen, hold on. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go deeper. Know what your leader is celebrating. That speaks volumes to what he really is.
You know what I'm saying? Let me say this too, because we got some real movers and shakers, man. That's trying to fight the fight. We're gonna give them credit. Right?
Oh yeah, I would definitely give them credit.
We gotta do some, but the overwhelming majority of us, or majority of our clergy, man, and our churches and our representatives in that sector, what we saying is, man, we don't see enough of you.
Exactly.
We ain't trying to see you during election time. Right. We want to see you doing every day. The real talk, though.
Hey, hold on. And that's to the leaders. All of
folks ain't dumb. People ain't dumb. everybody watch this stuff. They see what's going on.
Hey, look,
You know what I'm saying? Churches getting broke off
like
to do elections.
They like the county jail, man.
When we talk about some real work, though, you don't never see y'all out there on the front line. And I know some pastors from back in the day out there on the front line. When you talking about some real serious,
it was always on their
older ones. Man, I'm just saying, like, man, that was a different vibe.
That was the real church days, though. That was the real church day, man. These fake propaganda,
but see, that's
propaganda churches.
But see, you gotta have real power of God. You gotta have real power. That real power of God needs to be able to be out here. That's why they can come out there.
Because they ain't got it.
That's why you can't come out there because one thing for sure in the streets,
it's in their contract. And we need to check their contracts.
And when you in the streets, you can beat somebody. Hey, you can beat somebody that ain't about what they talking about.
Hey, listen,
you know what I'm saying? So you can't come out there.
Can't do it. It's in their contract.
Well, yeah, the contracts now.
We gotta check them contracts.
Yeah.
We need to let that contract.
My point behind it is you gotta have. In the you know when you in the streets, you got people that don't belong out there. You know what I'm saying? So you can't come up half step and talk about you a pastor. You come up half step, they can already see through you.
Yeah, I agree.
Nigga, you were just over there smoking.
Yeah.
You just over there drinking.
Yeah.
I gotta know you. You know what I'm saying? Get out my face. Right. No, you can't play. You got too many of that going on. Yeah. Too much of that going on. And a lot of them just don't have no power. They got into a position.
When your power,
they say it's a hustle. They got into a position for the free hustle.
Your power and source come from the Most High. You have
they don't. A lot of pastors don't have that like that.
You supposed to have a shield of God on. You supposed to be going into the fire.
They God is their master. The white man.
Whoever get the money.
That's their master. For real.
Yeah, I mean that just
because honestly, and that's another thing. Like some of these churches, bro, you need to stop putting ties in there, man. See where they go. See if they really got God.
We gotta bring it back, man, because you know what I'm saying.
We got off topic.
No. I'm just saying, just in general, the time we went over on the time. But the thing is this:
we ain't get it.
We usually, it's a usually 67. We rolled out. It was time. We're gonna bring him back.
We're gonna bring him back. We're gonna bring John back. We're gonna bring some insight. We're gonna bring some information back. We're gonna bring the video back. Man, we're gonna bring all that back, man. We're gonna continue on this conversation. We'll have a part 2 to this series right here, and we're gonna go keep the energy going. But man, let's leave with some last words. Everybody go down the line.
Oh, okay. My last words is this, and since we were speaking on pastors, and the reason pastors will get flack for what's going on in the community, I think, is this, because you can find churches just about on every corner, right? And one thing I always say is this, right? A church can be on the corner, right, in the neighborhood, and they don't know none of the folks in the neighborhood.
That's right.
That's what's baffling. That will be baffling me. How you got a church on this corner, but you ain't involved in that neighborhood that you want. You know what I'm saying? So if you got power, if you're a man of God, you got power, you effective. You affect everything around you. Everything, that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. You draw people towards you. So in order for you to not be effective in that community, because you ain't drawing, the people ain't drawing to you, because ain't no light there.
Right.
Ain't no real light. So you have to be, you have to do better for those, like I just said, a lot of people just got it made up. They just woke up one day and decide I'm gonna be a pastor. It's a good hustle. It's a good hustle. You can get ordained online. You can go online and get some stuff. It's a good hustle. Many I call a few on church. It's a good hustle. It's tax free. Everything. It's a legit hustle. But a lot of people, I always tell people, I say, man, me as a pastor, you probably will never see me in the pulpit behind in a building in the church, unless God see fit later on. But you won't see me in the pulpit, directly in the pulpit, because the people that need the help ain't in the building, and they're not coming in because they don't trust the people in the building. No, so that's just this.
If you had a building, I would attend your church. I wouldn't go to 80% of these churches out here.
Right.
And a big shout out to the ones I do rock with. You know I rock with you, right? You know I do got some in the faith sector that I do rock with.
Yeah.
Peace and love. I'm rocking with you. We have conversations on these levels. Reverend Flowers, that's my guy, right?
Who's your Pasadena?
I I can't think of it right now. I just know that it's a
right.
Yeah, we rock with
we
him.
rock with
Okay,
Pastor
yeah.
Right. He opened the door for the kids.
Yeah, he did.
Type
Arthur.
of, I think that's his name. I can't
Carl.
say his name. Jaleel.
Carl.
Put his name out there for us, man.
Carl Arthur.
Yeah.
So we do rock with some of our we do rock with some of our spiritual leaders here in this community.
We said Janine.
Ones that really be on the job, really be out there about the community. Ones that really put in the work. One that's in there saving souls. We ain't talking about you faking and shaking. We ain't talking about you going to go get all the money. We ain't talking about none of that stuff, man. Because at the end of the day, man, you die with nothing. Right? What good is a man if he gains the world but he loses his soul? Right? Your job is to bring people to salvation, and if you ain't doing that, you need to get out the pulpit. But the thing is this, though, man, all you fake pastors, that's why the church ain't.
They fool.
No, they fool. That's the problem.
Okay, let me say all you fake pastors
talk to the people.
Man,
TD
Man, what?
Man, listen,
get you together.
Listen, though, man, that's all the facade, man. That's what
I know that. That's what I'm saying.
People ain't being saved by that. By TD. I try to watch TD. I know what you said.
TD.
He just got he the mega.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They
little Creflo.
They Creflo, the dollars. They all about the money. They all about
saying nothing.
We got brains.
They got all about.
What's the white one name?
It'll be crazy because all this
What's old
Joe, man, I'm so sick of Joe. Joe had COVID relief dollars in his church. They found it with COVID relief dollars in his walls in his church. Too much money, man. High money in the church. I'm digging up the flow. I'm digging up the flow.
That's rough.
And they was coming that way, and he closed his church
up. Yeah, he don't want them to come in the church. Listen, the church is supposed to be a safe haven. That church supposed to be open 7 days a week, not just on Sunday. We supposed to be workshop Monday, praise on Tuesday, Bible study Wednesday, job resume on Thursday, right? And youth night Friday. It's supposed to be all type of stuff going on every day at the church. Every day, yeah, used to be. But that ain't something that they don't even want to.
But we got something brewing, y'all. We got something brewing. It's coming back. We got something brewing. I'm letting you know. We got something. We working on something.
Yeah. We on something right here. It's been a topic.
I think we spent too much on the church, man. We still back on the police head too. Back next session for sure, right? We ain't get. We need to get to Hurley, right? So we got to deal. We got to deal with all that stuff. Man. So we gonna bring it back to you, man. So Jack,
good conversation.
Today, give us some last words.
Good conversation.
Oh man. Black people, man, we just gotta get better, man. We gotta do better. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like we want to do better. I mean, some of us are, but we gotta be together as a whole, man. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yes, sir.
We gotta stop playing into these enemies' hands, man. We are really gods, man. We are really the chosen ones, man. And that's why we go through the most hell. You know what I'm saying? And we have to understand that, you know what I'm saying? So we just need to come together, man, and really start seeing the bigger picture, man. Like, for real, you know what I'm saying? And like, because they not... This world not for us, man. For real. And we need to understand that. You know what I'm saying? it's ours.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But the demons in the world, it's not ours, man. You know what I'm saying? And to our real master come back, our real God come back, man, and we take over the earth back again.
Come on,
you know what I'm saying?
Come on.
But it could be anybody, man. It could be anyone.
Yeah.
Like, we gotta wake up, man. That's it. Like, they wouldn't have nothing without us.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Know that.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't believe me, man, I dare you to do the research and how much money we spend. Sure. We make the U.S. economy. We make it. We make the infrastructure. We slave for it.
We do.
And pawn ass fuckers, you have to hide behind numbers. You are a coward. People that are by themselves are the ones. But we have to understand that power number can be able to stop these.
I respect, man. Listen, this ain't no. We got to get our stuff together. General and the foundations.